Is that blood on my keyboard? Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, Too Many Tendies here, the former vice president of Venezuela, and today we're going to be reviewing One Piece chapter 989. Somehow I feel that we're not going to lose. I'm pretty sure that's what the title was. Uh, really solid chapter, and it accomplishes exactly what I think Oda was going for, especially at this point in the series. Something that we've already known. Like, it's not like a revelation, like a character showing up or anything like that, but like it's something that we've already known, but we didn't like we haven't seen it recently, with the last couple, like, good, like a year or so, or like even last couple, maybe arcs in general. I think mid Dressrosa is the last time we've seen this, and that's just how cohesive and powerful of a unit that the Straw Hat Pirates actually are when they are on the same page. Or, well, they're always on the same page, but they're not always together, and their overall trust in Luffy as their captain. But we're going to get into that a little later. We got to talk about the cover page. We're still continuing the, believe it or not, the Gang Beiji's family cover story. A lot of people haven't been liking this thing. I don't mind it. I would be more excited to go on to the next one, but I think we're and people say this all the time, but I think we're nearing the end this time. We have Pound swimming towards the ship still, chasing after Chiffon, and they're like, they rejected them as their father, because of course they wouldn't know because of how things are on Totland and how Big Mom has things set up. But apparently he has like a picture and a locket. I don't know if we saw that before on Whole Cake Island, but he has a picture that looks like it's the twins, and it seems like they're under Big Mom, and we see like a young Zeus or something like that. So, and it looks like a pretty young Big Mom, I suppose. So I guess we're gonna see them react to that and finally believe that it's their father. Whatever, cute little end to the story. But back, well, now to the actual start of the chapter, and it does tie back to Big Mom. The chapter starts with Big Mom, like after 988 finished, after Frankie completely just driving over Big Mom with the motorcycle part of the Shogun Frankie. She's not knocked out, as most of us could have guessed, but yeah, she's not knocked out, but she's freaking pissed. We see her laying on the floor. Nami's with Frankie on the motorcycle. Apparently Robin and Jinbei made it towards that area and stuff. And Big Mom's on the ground pissed. And she's pretty much she's seething. She's seething. We see after that we eventually see Luffy headed towards, I suppose he's headed upstairs towards the upper deck, towards to get to the top of Onigashima where Kaido is, and right behind him is why is my brain not working right now? Kozuki Oden. We see her chasing after Luffy, and Momonosuke is with dang, my brain is not working right now. Shinobu. Momonosuke is with Shinobu, and they see Yamato. There we go. Yamato is, and then Luffy tells them that Yamato's on their side, and Yamato continues to be batshit crazy and says, "I will protect you, my son Kozuki. I am Odin," or some crazy shit like that. She's out of her goddamn mind, and it's kind of cool. Luffy ensures that they're on the same page. Big Mom continues her monologue about how just the Straw Hats really effing everything up. After a little bit, she's still going on and stuff. She's gearing up for an attack. We get a little bit of an interaction between Frankie and Big Mom, which is a strange little thing to see. It's always cool to see the lesser, or like the Straw Hats that we don't associate with combat, like a Brook or a Frankie. Like, of course they fight, but like it's not their primary function in the story. Have like these big moments and stuff. So Frankie's gearing up to do the Frankie Radical Beam on Big Mom, but then the numbers show up. And what we got out of this was confirmation of what the numbers are, and we also get confirmation of the ancient giant race. Apparently the numbers are like failed clones of the giant race that Caesar Clown was cooking up for the Beast Pirates. Big Mom says this. But instead of Frankie using the Frankie Radical Beam on Big Mom, he changes up and uses it on the numbers instead, because they pose a greater threat at the time, which is completely insane. Because Big Mom actually says this. She's just like, why wouldn't you shoot me? Because yes, Big Mom is 9 times out of 10, and probably more than that, Big Mom is the bigger threat. But so she's going to attack Frankie from behind, where she would pretty much just kill him one shot if she would have landed that hit. But good old boss Jinbei shows up from behind, does Fishman judo throw, and Robin has this is where we get to see the cohesiveness of the Straw Hat Pirates, and maybe more about the Frankie Robin Jinbei love triangle. But that's just a conversation for another day. Jinbei goes for the throw, and Robin uses her devil fruit and basically has like a conveyor belt of arms to roll Big Mom out of the use the momentum from the throw to roll Big Mom out of the venue or wherever they are at the time. So they're celebrating and stuff, but they do realize that, okay, this is temporary. We got really lucky here. She'll be back, and she's going to be even more pissed. And she's already freaking pissed. But it's cool to see that, like, yeah, these characters cannot feasibly take on a Yonko by themselves or two, but have a guy like Jinbei that we know is one of the stronger Straw Hats, if not next to Luffy and Zoro and Sanji, the strongest. Like it bounces between which one of them is legitimately the strongest. But a guy like Jinbei does have the resume to where we've seen him block a hit from Big Mom before. We know how we've seen him block a hit from Sakazuki. We know that he is a very formidable force in the One Piece world. So having him throw Big Mom does not take any credibility away from Big Mom. I'm not a fan of the big meme thing. Big Mom is an awesome character, and we like Oda never makes it seem like she's not a threat. They just got lucky there. Then we cut to Luffy. He made it to the upper deck, and he's about to gum rocket his way up to the top of Onigashima, where Kaido is fighting the Minks. And he's ready to go be Luffy and kick Kaido's ass. That's my best Luffy. He's always trying to kick somebody's ass. Then we see Zoro's up there right next to Queen, just casually right next to Queen. And then they just start having a conversation, Zoro and Luffy's just like, all right, Zoro, I'm about to go up there. And then he shoots up and goes for the rocket, and Queen turns into his Zoan form, and it's just like, no. and it knocks Luffy down, catches him in his mouth. And then King shows up with a bunch of I don't know what to call these things. I don't think they're they're not Skypeans or anything like that. They look like they have arms for wings. Like they look like more like traditional angels or something, maybe demons, because some of them do have black wings like King. And he's flying down with a bunch of them. So now we have King and Queen right here in front of both Straw Hats. Luffy is in Queen's mouth. But the blast from the numbers, when Frankie blasted the numbers, they flew into the building and knocked Luffy out of Queen's mouth, I believe. And then we get to they fall down. Sanji's recovered. It seems he's made his way back to the venue. But for some reason, he ends up taking off his raid suit. But we get to the last panel of the chapter where we have King and Queen right there, the two top Yonko commanders right there, and we have the entirety of the Straw Hat Pirates. And it's an awesome. We finally get that full panel shot of all the Straw Hats. Frankie's in the Frankie Shogun though, which is kind of apropos because Frankie's wanted poster is the Shogun, and like that is his peak combat. Choppers in his combat form. In the straw, it's a really badass. It's a really badass portrait that Oda draws, and it phones in on that the thing that I was saying before about the main narrative of this chapter is showing how cohesive of a unit that the Straw Hats are, and that they really do have a chance to take on these powerhouse that is the Beast Pirates and Big Mom. And it's not just out of just sheer strength of Luffy or sheer strength of Zoro. It's the fact that they do have these formidable forces on stuff, and that doesn't even get in like. We didn't even get into the whole allies thing, and like the fact that like we still don't know what Marco and Perospero are doing. Marco's seemingly there to help. We don't know if he convinced Perospero on their side. It was pretty unclear when we saw that. But we have Marco the Phoenix down there. Kinemon and the rest of the scabbards are up there fighting. Jack and Kaido. The Minks are going into Sulong form. It's looking good for them. It's looking good for them. It's a mess. And I'm just going to end it on this. With a tweet that I think I saw from Library of Ohara. It made me think about it. Yeah, I think Orochi might be dead. I think we are really getting to that point of the story where like Oda has put in that hard, like I think he's very serious this time about that hard 5-year number, and we need to start like I don't want to say shutting things down, because I feel like there's still plenty more in this arc. But at the end of the day, Wano has been damn near 90 chapters, almost 100 chapters, and we've been in Wano for almost 2 years now. So by no means, this has not been a small arc. So maybe just till the end of the year. Maybe that might be it. We might get to maybe 1010, and that might be Wano, 20 more chapters, and then we get to that last big saga of the closing things down, and because we still have a lot more. Like, yes, Kaido is the peak of physicality in the story from what we understand, but at this point in the story, we have more endgame villains, people that can easily fill this apocalyptic role. We don't know about Im-sama. We don't know what Blackbeard's planning. We still need a proper Shanks arc, so there's still a lot of stuff to do in the series, and 5 years definitely can do it, but we can't spend another year in Wano. I don't think that's happening. And I think we're getting to, with the end of Wano, I also think we're getting to the end of the Yonko saga, and things are going to be looking different by the end of this. And I just want to throw my last minute prediction out there. By the end of this, Buggy the Clown will be taking the place of one of the Yonko, and we're going to end it at that. Thanks for watching my video. Please